The rain mirrored the storm inside me. It started subtly, a fleeting glance, a lingering touch. We built a life, a beautiful, seemingly perfect life. A house in the hills, a successful career, a loving wife. But somewhere along the way, the threads began to fray. It wasn't a dramatic event, no shouting, no accusations. Just a gradual drift, a growing distance that I foolishly ignored. I was so consumed by my work, by the illusion of control, that I missed the signs. Now, surrounded by the trappings of success, I feel utterly alone, the weight of betrayal crushing me. The globe, a symbol of our shared future, now seems like a cruel joke. She always loved old things, antiques, forgotten melodies, stories whispered from the past. She'd spend hours restoring them, breathing life back into discarded beauty. I found her in the music room, lost in the intricate workings of a music box. The melody it played was hauntingly familiar, a tune from our first date. It felt like a cruel mockery of our shared history, a reminder of a time when our connection was vibrant and real. The delicate touch of her fingers, usually so warm and affectionate toward me, felt distant, almost detached. I followed her to an art gallery, a place I rarely frequented. She claimed it was a spontaneous outing, a way to expand our horizons. But the air was thick with unspoken words, with a subtle tension I couldn't quite decipher. I watched her move through the crowd, her eyes lingering on a man standing near a sculpture. The way she laughed, the way she leaned in, it was a glance that cut through me like a shard of glass. The vibrant colors of the paintings seemed to mock the grayness that was consuming my world. The small details, they haunt me now. A forgotten earring, a coffee cup left unfinished, a book abandoned mid-chapter. These are the fragments of a life I thought I knew, now shattered into a million pieces. The scent of her perfume still lingers in the air, a constant reminder of her presence, a painful ghost of what we once were. Sleep offers no escape, only a relentless replay of those moments of doubt, of suspicion, of growing unease. She started taking weekend trips to clear her head, she said. Each return felt like a small victory for her, a silent acknowledgement of the distance that had grown between us. I tried to be understanding, to give her the space she needed. But with each passing weekend, the chasm widened, and the hope of reconciliation dwindled. I felt like a passenger in my own life, watching helplessly as our future slipped away. Looking at old photos now feels like looking at a stranger's life. A life filled with promises, with dreams, with a certainty that was ultimately an illusion. We were so young, so full of hope. We believed in forever, in a love that would last a lifetime. Now, forever feels like a cruel joke, a hollow echo of what might have been. The smiles in the photo seem to mock my pain. The rain always makes me think of her. It washes away the dust, but it can't wash away the memories. I find myself wandering through the park where we used to walk, replaying our conversations, our laughter, our shared moments. The emptiness is overwhelming, a constant ache in my chest. The abandoned umbrella is a stark reminder of a shelter that's been left behind. Small things, they become significant. A forgotten phone call, a missed appointment, a fleeting glance. These are the cracks in the foundation of a marriage, the warning signs I fail to heed. I should have seen them, should have asked questions, should have fought for what we had. Now, all that's left are fragments, pieces of a puzzle that can never be completed. Even the simplest routines feel alien now. Making coffee, preparing dinner, washing dishes, these were once shared moments of intimacy. Now, they're solitary acts, performed in silence, each movement a painful reminder of her absence. The kitchen, once a hub of I found her diary hidden in a drawer. I know I shouldn't have read it, but I couldn't resist. The words were raw, honest, filled with a longing I hadn't seen in years. It was a painful confirmation of my worst fears, a brutal admission of a love that had withered and died. The diary became a window into a world I wasn't privy to. The theater, where we shared our first date, a romantic evening under the stars of the stage. Now, it feels like a tomb of memories. Each empty seat echoes with laughter, with promises. The spotlight mocks my solitude. The phantom scent of her perfume lingers in the air, a cruel reminder of what I've lost. I find myself drawn to the sea, to the vastness of the ocean. It's a place where I can lose myself in my thoughts, where I can confront the pain and the anger. The waves crash against the shore, a constant reminder of the relentless passage of time. The dawn offers a glimmer of hope, but it's a fragile hope, easily extinguished. Our daughter, she deserves better. She deserves a stable, loving home, a family that is whole and intact. The thought of her growing up in a fractured family tears at me. I feel a responsibility to protect her from the pain of my mistakes, to shield her from the fallout of our broken marriage. I still look at her pictures sometimes. It's a painful ritual, a bittersweet reminder of what we once had. The smile in the photograph seems so genuine, so full of life. It's a stark contrast to the emptiness that has consumed our lives. I try to remember the good times, to hold on to the fragments of happiness that remain. The nights are the hardest. The silence is deafening, the darkness oppressive. I find myself driving for hours, just to escape the confines of my own thoughts. The city lights blur into streaks of color, a meaningless distraction from the pain that gnaws at me. I'm searching for something, though I don't know what. The swing set in the park, it's a symbol of our lost innocence. Our daughter used to spend hours on those swings, laughing and playing. Those days feel like a distant dream now, a time when life was simple and carefree. The empty swings are a constant reminder of what we've lost. I don't recognize myself anymore. The pain has aged me, etched lines on my face, stolen the light from my eyes. I feel like a stranger in my own skin, adrift in a sea of despair. I'm trying to find a way to move forward, but the past keeps pulling me back. The wilting rose, it's a metaphor for our love. It started so vibrant, so full of life, but it slowly withered and died. I tried to nurture it, to keep it alive, but it was too late. Some things, no matter how hard we try, are destined to fade. I try to blend in, to appear normal, but the sadness is always there, lurking beneath the surface. I watch the people passing by, couples holding hands, families laughing together. It's a painful reminder of what I've lost, of the life that could have been. Writing helps. It's a way to process the pain, to make sense of the chaos. I pour my heart out onto the page, confessing my anger, my sadness, my regrets. It's a cathartic release, a way to exorcise the demons that haunt me. But even as I write, I know that the pain will linger. Sometimes, I allow myself to remember the good times. The laughter, the love, the shared dreams. But it's a dangerous game, a slippery slope towards despair. The memories are beautiful, but they're also a painful reminder of what's gone forever. I cherish them, but I can't dwell on them. The pain will always be there, a part of me. But I'm learning to live with it, to accept it as a part of my story. I'm starting to rebuild, to find a new path forward. It won't be easy, but I'm not giving up. There is still hope, even in the darkest of times.